how's it going, everybody? It is Josh Thomas here from TheBitBlock, and today, in this video, I'm going to be sharing, I'm going to kind of be furthering my thoughts on Paper Mario Color Splash. As many of you know, I did a reaction video for this game, and I touched a little bit on, sort of talking about it beyond a reaction. But I wanted to do a separate video to just talk about it very casually. Right off the bat, I want to say that I'm kind of having an off day as far as thinking goes. Some of you would say that I usually have that kind of day. You might be right. But yeah, I'm trying to like really figure out what I want to start with, and that's the big problem here. There are so many things I want to talk about, so I apologize if this just seems totally random, but yeah. Okay, so Color Splash. There's a lot about this game I like. There's definitely stuff to like in Paper Mario Color Splash, but there's a lot of stuff to not like in Paper Mario Color Splash. So I've got both sides of my brain kind of battling it out, trying to figure out like what in the world, I don't know. I'm gonna get this game. I know that. I'm definitely gonna play this game from start to completion. What are some of the things that are good? Let's talk about that. What's good about Paper Mario Color Splash, at least in my opinion? The art style. This game looks beautiful. I love it. I love the way they made the palm trees look, the ocean waves, the buildings, the bricks. Everything in this game is just so charming. I've seen so many little instances during the Treehouse Live segment. They played some like footage of other things in the game. It is clear that there's a lot of fun, cute, papery things going on with the art style and the visuals. There's one thing where there's like a water wheel that Mario unplugs and water comes gushing out, and like the water is actual little like pieces of construction paper, and it's just it looks great. You have to see it. I can't really explain it that well, but nevertheless, visually, oh my god, this is a charming ass game, and I love it, and it brings a big smile to my face. Now, I do want to actually, now while I'm talking about this, I do want to point out that visually, the characters suck. These characters are boring. I noticed in the demo they played on Treehouse Live, there's this group of 5 toads. It's in like a tropical beach area, and there's like this stage, and there's something called Ocean Fest, I believe, which is like a big celebration of tropicalness and the ocean and whatnot. And oh my god, if anybody knows me, you know damn well that I would be at Ocean Fest right there. I would be the prince of Ocean Fest. But what I'm getting at is you've got all these toads that love Ocean Fest. None of them have any visual personality whatsoever, and that really just, pardon the pun, that rips me up inside because I see them coming so close. Oh my god, you're so close to just being so magical, but then you let me down by having boring ass basic toads. Every toad in this game, for the most part, is just a different color, and that sucks. I have no idea why that is. They've got these toads that are called the 5 Fun Guys. It's like this group of 5 green toads that look exactly alike, and you have to go running around trying to find out where they went. They're called the Fun Guys. Why do they look so boring? The Fun Guys, they should have tropical sunglasses on, and they should have swim shorts on. They should have like flowers on their hat or whatever that is that Toad wears. They should look tropical and awesome and each have an individual personality. Instead, nope, they're just toads. This was a problem that even I had with Sticker Star, and I liked Sticker Star. We're going to talk about that a little bit later about, some people have called me out. They're like, how can you say that you have problems with Color Splash, yet you really like Sticker Star? Stay tuned because we're going to go over that. So yeah, just that's, visually, this game is beautiful, but good lord, the character design really just saddens me so much because, oh god, the things they could do. They got like toads coming in and doing a little luau dance, but they're just toads. I think they're like just blue toads. Why wouldn't you put a luau skirt on them? Why wouldn't you put little coconut bikinis on them? Why can't I see toads with coconut bikinis on them? I don't get it. Are they just not creative enough to come up with this? I don't think that's the case, because there's a lot of creative things in this game. Who is stopping them from making characters the way they used to in the first Paper Mario and in Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door? That's what we want. We want toads. We want Bob-ombs. We want Shy Guys. We want Koopa Troopas. But we want them to be Paper Mario versions of those characters. The Koopa Troopas in The Thousand Year Door, there's like a whole race of Koopa Troopas that are wearing like sunglasses and they have like spiky bracelets on and stuff, and it makes you think like, oh, That's a new kind of Koopa Troopa. That's what we want. We want originality in character design. I gotta stop talking about this because I'm going on too long about this one thing. So another thing that I like about this game, the music sounds pretty good. Everything I've heard about the music is good. I liked the music in the original trailer. I like all the music that I have heard in the stuff that they've shown off at E3. Audio-wise, this game delivers. And you know, maybe it's not as good as the soundtrack for like The Thousand Year Door. I mean, I'm not ashamed to admit it. When I listen to music from Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door, I actually get a little emotional. It's weird. Maybe I am a little afraid to admit that because people are going to be like, what the heck? This guy's a loser. But you probably already think that anyway, so what do I have to lose? But no, like literally about a week or two ago, I was listening to music from Rogueport in The Thousand Year Door, and just listening to it, I was like really taken back by like how it affected me. Like it was doing things inside of my body and brain, and I like almost was like wanting to cry by how many great memories I have from that and how great that music is. So the music in this game might not do that to me. It might not be as good as that, but it still sounds pretty good. I guess we should do something good and then something bad in this video, sort of even it out so that I'm not going on and on about what's good and then going on and on about what's bad, because nowadays people can't take you talking about anything bad about something, so we'll do it back and forth. So that was something good. The music is good. And I think even the like just the audio in general is good. I like the sounds. I like everything audio-wise in this game. Something bad. From what we've seen so far, and I know that it's probably too early to say this, but a lot of the areas in this game seem a little basic. They seem kind of run-of-the-mill. Here's the beach, and there's nothing unique about it. It's just a beach. It looks pretty. It's tropical. It's great. But it's still just a beach, which I think is a little disappointing. You know, if you, again, you know, not to keep talking about the Thousand Year Door, but if you look at the Thousand Year Door and you look at all the worlds that you go there, my goodness, they are not typical in any way. You've got a train, you got the Boggly Woods, which is like this, oh God, just saying it actually made me think about it, and I want to go back and play that. Boggly Woods, where it's like this black and white and sepia tone area, and you hear like the wind, and it's got this weird, eerie, but peaceful music, and the flowers, oh boy. I don't think we're gonna see anything like that in Color Splash, because even Sticker Star, it's basic. You know what? I'm gonna go on record as saying something very bold. That's so unlike me, right? New Super Mario Bros. Is one of the worst things to ever happen to Nintendo. Maybe not financially. I know that series has made them a lot of money. It's actually not as popular as it once was, by the way. But New Super Mario Bros. Has infested everything ever since it debuted and became popular. If you look at Paper Mario Sticker Star, if you look at Mario Party, if you look at Paper Mario Color Splash, if you look at Super Mario 3D World, a lot of it feels like that bland, plasticky, typical Super Mario brand. And I hate that. I hate that everything has to be so run-of-the-mill. So all the worlds in Color Splash seem to kind of have that vibe. There's like, and I mean, it's not released yet. It is not released, so I'm not making that, I'm not saying this is fact, but I'm saying from what we've seen so far in Color Splash, it looks very New Super Mario Brothers. It looks like it's going to be like, here's the beach, here's the volcano, here's the castle, here's the meadows, and it's just like, oh man, how many times can you recycle the same damn thing? So that's what's kind of negative so far. And I feel a little stupid saying that because watching them demo that tropical beach area, I loved it. I loved the way it looked, but I'm just worried we might be in for some very run-of-the-mill environments, especially when compared to what they've done in the past. Let your imagination soar, intelligent systems. Bring us to lands we never even imagined. That's what we want. We don't want to go to another Bowser Koopaling castle, and we don't want to just keep going to the same themes. Oh, here's the jungle, it's like, come on. Bring us to a jungle, but do something crazy new with it. Bring us to the beach, but do something crazy new with it. So, okay, that's a little bit of a negative. I'm worried they might have very typical ass levels, but we can't confirm that yet. I'm gonna hold out hope that that's not the case. What's something good? Oh boy, I think I'm out of good things already. I really like I'm out of good things. I've already listed the things that I think are good about Color Splash. The visuals are great. The music sounds great. Let's just talk about it free now. I guess this isn't the best setup. I was going to do a good and a bad, but I've already run out of good. So let's just talk from the heart about what I think. I don't like the overworld map. That's stupid. Why is there an overworld map? This is a home console version of Paper Mario. There shouldn't be an overworld map. That's dumb. Also, why can't I complete courses? Why is there a star at the end of the course for me to complete it? That is stupid. I want to feel like this is a world that exists. I want to feel like all this is connected, and I want to feel like I can just jump in a warp pipe to go somewhere. That's the way they did it in the past. In the N64 game, and in the Thousand Year Door, they knew, okay, we've built a very big world here, so if you have to go from one place to another, that can kind of be a long, drawn-out process if you're going to walk there. So they just had warp pipes that would lead you to places. Like, oh, here's a warp pipe that'll take you back to Rogueport. Here's a warp pipe that'll take you back to the train station. So that's a good solution. That worked great, and it made me feel like everything was connected. Going to an overworld map, that like storybook overworld map, I want to punch that thing in the face. That's stupid. Now, maybe this is a good time actually to talk about how it might sound hypocritical of moi to say that I like Sticker Star, but I'm weary of Color Splash. People are like, what is this guy talking about? So let's clarify, let's get into that. I enjoyed Sticker Star because I didn't enjoy Super Paper Mario, and I was worried that the series was nothing like Paper Mario anymore. Super Paper Mario, I think it had a good story. I enjoyed that story, and some of the music was good, but I hated the ugly art style and the fact that it was a 2D game. Like, it was flat. It was a flat 2D game, and I hated the look of it. And it just really dropped a lot of the identity that we had established in the Paper Mario series. And that whole 2D to 3D gimmick was never clever. It was only interesting for like a few times, and then it was just like really obvious that it's like, oh, there's a gap here I can't get across. A button. Oh, okay, there's a bridge in 3D. So that, like, it wasn't clever. And I hated the character design. The character design in Super Paper Mario was like, a square, a circle, a rectangle, and some lines and eyes. There's a character. No, that isn't a character. That's just a bunch of geometric shapes. So I hated the character design in there. Didn't like the art style. Didn't like the gimmicky gameplay. So I didn't like Super Paper Mario. So going from Super Paper Mario back to a game that has those 3D worlds that look like little dioramas, that has, characters that at least look like Mario characters and are not these weird shapes with this thick black outline and stuff. So visually and just the setup in Super Paper Mario was not as good to me as Sticker Star. Then, I liked that turn-based battles were back. Turn-based battles were not in Super Paper Mario. To me, turn-based battles are a big part of Paper Mario, so I liked that they were back in Sticker Star. And I also thought that Sticker Star had a decent little sense of humor going about it. There were some good little bits. And it had great music. Paper Mario Sticker Star has good music. Like, even if you hate that game, I don't think you can say it doesn't have some good music. There's some nice tracks in there. Sounds really high quality and authentic. And, in Sticker Star, I liked that idea of this little virtual sticker book. I'm somebody who still believes that developers should design games for the two screens, and they should design games for the touch screen, and you should find fun, clever ways to entertain us with those. Having this little bottom screen that is a virtual sticker book, it was cute, and they did a good job at really giving it this nice novelty. And I liked that, I could, look at my stickers, and when you moved the 3DS around, they even were shiny, some of them, and it would, glisten. They clearly cared. There was effort. And even if you think, I don't like this, I don't think you could deny they didn't phone it in with Sticker Star. It still they wanted to try something new. And I think above all else, what made me enjoy it is that when I started it, I was thinking, this isn't like a real Paper Mario game. It's on a handheld. So that's one of the reasons this isn't going to feel like a Paper Mario game. So I respected it as a handheld alternative to Paper Mario. I was okay with the 2D overworld map on a handheld game because it's supposed to be a pick up and play experience on a handheld game. So the overworld map made it really quick to play really, for 5 minutes and then jump back and forth between things. So it was okay. And it was okay that the levels ended in that because it's a handheld version of Paper Mario. I expected that. But porting over that idea onto a home console like Wii U, No, I don't go for that anymore. It doesn't work. It's like the problem I had with, I enjoyed Super Mario 3D Land, but I didn't enjoy Super Mario 3D World because 3D Land was built very much so for the 3DS. And when you just take all of that foundation and you port it over to a home console, it's not going to flow as well. There's going to be a lot of things that don't make sense anymore. And I think that's kind of the problem that's happening with Color Splash and Sticker Star. I should also point out, like, I was never, like, with Sticker Star, I always felt like, man, I wish there were partner characters, and I always felt like, yeah, the battling is fun, but it's not perfect, and I always felt like the story could have been better as well. And I also said that I think the worlds were not really as clever as they once were. So that hopefully explains a little bit about how I could like Sticker Star and be a little bit wary about Color Splash. Sticker Star worked because it was a handheld version of Paper Mario. Taking all of that and bringing it to a home console doesn't work as well. And I did just mention a little bit about partners. Man, partners in the Paper Mario series are so important. I think they're one of the most important aspects to Paper Mario. And so not having partners anymore, that sucks, because it was always so exciting to be like, who's gonna join up with my party next, and what are they gonna look like, and what are their abilities gonna be, what is their personality gonna be like, and what is their little backstory gonna be like. And we don't have that anymore, and that sucks. It was such an enjoyable part of the series. I do want to, this is getting a little long and I want to keep this under 20 minutes, so I think it's probably time to mention this. We learned a little bit about why they're walking away from the RPG elements of Paper Mario, and it's because they feel that it's not logical to have Mario and Luigi, which is an RPG series with Mario characters, and Paper Mario, which is also an RPG series with Mario characters. They don't like that they have two RPG series with Mario. That's stupid, Nintendo, because both of those series are very, very different. Mario and Luigi is, for one thing, a handheld version of Mario RPGs, and also Mario and Luigi doesn't have partners. It has a very drastically different art style. Mario and Luigi has a lot of tutorials. It's got way more dialogue. It takes way longer to take out the enemies. They have way more hit points. For me, I actually really don't like the Mario and Luigi series. It just doesn't appeal to me. But Paper Mario has this whole paper aesthetic, which is very unique. It's got all these partner characters, which are very unique. You could add all of this fun, crazy paper gameplay, but on top of it, keep the structure of what makes Paper Mario so great. So this stupid idea that they're like, well, we gotta change Paper Mario because it's too similar to Mario and Luigi. No, it's not. It's very, very different from Mario and Luigi. And I'm ashamed that they can't see that. And I think it sucks that Paper Mario, which was around before Mario and Luigi, has to suffer, and the audience behind Paper Mario has to suffer, simply because a game that came later is now the dominant RPG. And by the way, Mario and Luigi fans are even getting tired of Mario and Luigi because it's really the same thing over and over again. So it's strange, because we've got this series with Mario and Luigi that is really kind of out of steam, and we're bored with the fact that it's the same thing over and over again because they've released so many of them. And then we've got Paper Mario, which only really has 2 games that really stuck true to its formula, and we're desperately wanting them to go back to that. So it's weird. Why don't you do something different with Mario and Luigi? Drastically change that and make Paper Mario stay what it used to be. We're not asking for Nintendo to make the same exact game over and over again. I like the paint mechanic with your hammer. I like all the fun papery gameplay they're adding, but I don't like that they took everything that worked, everything that made Paper Mario what it was, and they threw it out the damn window. Don't fix what isn't broken. That's what they're trying to do. That battle system, I don't even like RPGs, and that battle system, what the heck is going on over here? Oh, goodness, we got flashing on the other monitor. I don't know what that is. The battle system in Paper Mario and Paper Mario Thousand Year Door was great, and they could have continued to add to it, and it just sucks that they got rid of it. So, anyways, I think I should probably end this. I'm starting to get distracted. Hopefully this was at least something enjoyable. Hopefully you guys have something to add in the comments below, but basically my thoughts are this, in closing. I like a lot of stuff about Color Splash, but I don't like a lot of stuff about Color Splash. And it's that stuff I don't like which is really painful to me, because I see that they've got a lot of stuff that could have made for a phenomenal game, but their lack of interesting characters, potentially interesting worlds, and their lack of the fun, rewarding battle system is ultimately what's going to hurt Color Splash. And the problem that I have with that is it doesn't have to be this way. Listen to the fans. We want a real sequel to what Paper Mario used to be. And frankly, a lot of us don't really care about Mario and Luigi anymore. And the sales reflect that, by the way, because the sales for the Mario and Luigi games continue to go down because they're too much of the same thing and they're coming out too rapidly. Whereas Paper Mario, we've only got 2 of those. Give us what we want, I guess is my end statement here. Keep it locked right here to the BitBlock for a lot more discussion on all things Nintendo and Paper Mario. I'm looking forward to seeing what this final game becomes. By the way, I know it's stupid to tack this on at the end, but I hate the gamepad functionality in this. I really don't like it. The cards look boring. It just looks stupid. I don't want to have to constantly do this back and forth through an entire game. That's nauseating. Mr. Anuma recently, just today, even commented how him and his team feel that having to look back and forth between the TV and the gamepad is bad and it takes you out of the experience. And he's absolutely right. So I'm sorry that I didn't mention this earlier. Sorry that this is being tacked on at the end. I don't like the gamepad functionality. Thankfully, you can, I think, just use the Pro Controller, which is what I'm going to do. They also have some stupid gimmick where you can cut something in the world and then you can walk across it. It didn't look well implemented at all from what I've seen. It looked really hokey, and it was really just another version of being able to put stickers in the world. Paper Mario Sticker Star already had that idea to where you could pause things, Mario would jump out of the world, and then you could put a sticker in the world, and then you would restart the world and it would somehow do something. Like you could put a fan sticker in the world and the fan would blow something away. So it's not even a new idea, and it looks even worse in Color Splash. It looks like it's even more illogical in Color Splash. So anyways, I'm sorry. I'm done. Keep it locked right here to the BitBlock for more whatever. Like, favorite, subscribe. Leave some comments below and let me know what you think. All right. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.